I don't know if you guys are ready to see what you're about to see here in this video. Day trading price action, just absolutely murdering it, my friends. We're trading 3 contracts, 1 trade, making over $3,000. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it right here in this video. Yesterday, we had a little hiccup. Today, we're back on the fucking horse. We're making that money. We're doing exactly what we need to do. We woke up this morning, and I guess I really didn't even wake up. I woke up like midnight. I saw what was going on in the market. I saw my setup. This is the same exact setup that I talk about all the time here on the channel, the 3-minute, the 15-minute breakdown, the overall idea of what's going on the channel. I'm going to show you guys exactly everything in this video, what went down, how it went down, and talk you through this trade and show you how I locked in over $3,000 on only 3 contracts in 1 trade. 1 trade, $3,000. This has to be, I would say, my best trade ever. Yeah. All right, so this move's happening right now. It's 7:25 in the morning. We had this push up to this level, this 79 level, 80 level. We saw that get denied. I ended up getting short right here, looking for this to pull back down to the lows, back to the 50s. Overall, risk to reward, I think, was there, you know, risking off the highs at 79s. Didn't get the best fill, but we got filled there at 72, 75. So like 73, we ended up getting filled. So we were risking basically 6 handles on this move, looking for a potential, you know, 20 to 30 move to the downside here. And right now sitting at the 56s. So we're short from the 72s, and we're looking for this move below the 55s. I got an order out there at 51 looking to get filled down there. And then we have some deeper down at the 40s. And we got the PPI number coming out here in a little bit as well. So looking for this to continue lower. We're going to let this ride. That's the name of the game of the name. So basically just moving my stop here, guarantee that we're going to, you know, 100% we're going to break even. But we'll at least be able to lock in that profit. But I think, you know, I really think that we can get that 20 handle move down to the 50s or lower. So that's what we're looking for right now. This is the 5-minute chart we're looking at. And you can see we got filled there at the 60s. So that was the first fill. That was right below kind of the VWAP break in there. The VWAP there at the 62. So I put my order right at that kind of VWAP area, thinking that this would kind of rip, you know, through that VWAP and then get filled. 1 order right there. So overall, I think the risk reward is there. And I still think there's plenty of reward to come. So I'm going to be greedy here and see if we can't ride this momentum down and get down to the 49, 40 area here. Kind of already selling through volume profile, selling through that area. Got the VWAP. We cracked through the VWAP there. Maybe get a little pushback up. We're kind of bouncing off this channel. Hey, if you guys want to learn more about Topstep and what is going on here in this video with the Combine, how you can prove that you're a profitable day trader and then get a funded account, you can follow the same exact strategy that I follow with the setups and all that stuff that we talk about right here on the channel. You can get into trading, learning day trading at a very low cost with the Topstep Combine. So if you guys want to learn more, there's a link down below. Once you get a funded account, you get a 90% profit share. There's a lot of benefits to trading through a prop firm. It's very popular, and well, it's happening right here in this video. I would say we're bouncing off this channel, so there is a push back up, maybe 65 level, and then we get denied, and then we look for that move down to below 50 here. And then after that, we'll see how it kind of plays out. So we got about an hour until those PPI numbers come out. You can see a lot of things in our favor. We're right now below the VWAP. You know, we got EMAs crossing. We got the MACD crossing there on the 3-minute, 15-minute chart. On the 3-minute chart here, you can see just in that channel going to the downside here. The MACD crossed earlier. Everything is basically lining up for our beautiful setup here. And we're going to continue to ride this lower. So let's see how this plays out. We'll just keep giving it plenty of time here and look for that move down below the 50s. We got the low of day. I'm going to move this like right there to that 48 level. We had that kind of double bottom area at the 45s. So right now at 48s, that'll give us at least a little bit of wiggle room. If we do bounce off that 40 level, 40, 50 level again, I think we can get filled 1 order down there at 48s either ways. Let the winners ride, baby. Let the winners ride. Everything kind of looking good right now. Looking at the Bookmap here, that 54 level looking like it wants to get touched pretty quickly here. So get through this 50 level and then get down there below the 40s, start to look for that big move. So from the 72s down to the 40s, You can see right now just that liquidity sitting there at the 54 level on the Bookmap right now. So just looking for this move down here below the 55s, and then I think we can get down to the 50s, and then we'll look to see. I got that order down there at the 35, 40 level, kind of looking to see if we can really let one ride. I mean, I would love to get 40 handles on one contract. That would be an absolute just ballpark home run type of trade here. So this is what we want. This is the setup. This is the, overall breakdown. We're looking for this move lower. Markets overall just sell, sell, sell. So we're going to ride that momentum here. There's no point in covering right now. There's really just like 0 point. Sure, okay, I can lock in $1,500 here, but at the same time, we know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up covering. It's going to go lower, and then I'm going to end up chasing, and then it's just going to, why? Just let it be. So right now, I got my stops there at the 68s. That was kind of right where we broke through that support. So like I said, maybe get a push back up to 65s, kind of hitting the top of that channel again, and then get that next roll off here. Got a little bit of support there at the 55s right now. I think if we can break through that 55s, it's going to be a murder. So I'll keep this recording, but I might just kind of watch some TV and just hang out and not have to sit here and stare at it for the next hour until that PPI number comes out. I get a lot of questions about Bookmap. Everybody wants to know, like, do I think there's an actual value to this? For $39 a month, what you're getting is a different picture than just level 2, right? Level 2 is showing you kind of where the buyers and sellers are, but what's going on with the heat map is it's really kind of showing that condensed area of action, where that liquidity is, what's going on in the market. You can see, like right now when we zoom out, we can see all these little patches. It's kind of illustrating how the market's moving, and the idea that the market's moving through these areas of liquidity. When we see that there's big liquidity down here at the bottom, okay, we're going to probably, try to trend back up here a little bit, take out some liquidity. There's the 50s. And I think it really does help me kind of see like, oh, hey, I can either hold my short longer, I can hold my long longer, or I can be in that trade longer, or maybe I want to get out when I see that we've got a lot of resistance, things like that. And I really do think that Bookmap kind of paints a different picture. So if you guys want to learn more about Bookmap, there's a link down below, and let's get into the ending of this trade. Do I end up locking in all the profit? All right, so the market's down to the 51s here. That's 20 handles on this move. I'm going to take it off, take one off at least. See if we can get, let's see what happens right here at the 50s. We're like right there right now. I'm going to put a stop right there at the 52.75. So that's 20 handles from my entry. If we get stopped out on that little stop there, well then, we lock in that profit, and that's 20 handles from our entry at the 72s. 72.75. So if we get stopped out right here, that's 20 handles. So we got stopped out there. Beautiful. And now we have one contract left. We're still short one contract. What I'm thinking I might do actually is look to see if we push back up into this level. We got the VWAP right now. The VWAP's at the 61. So if we push back to the 61s, I might look to add there actually. But we got one contract left. We've already locked in over $1,600 in profit. We locked in $1,600 in We've locked in $1,600 in profits so far here on just 2 trades, literally 2 trades, and we'll look to see if we can't get this move lower and just kind of let this ride. I mean, at this point, really just let it ride. Honestly, like that's my mindset, right? Like, why take profit here? Really, no, I don't see it. I don't see any reason to take a profit. I really don't. Like, I can move my stop to the 60s. That's at least, we're guaranteeing that 10 handles, which is our overall risk to reward. So we can't lose. We're still going to lock in $600 here. But I would like to, see how this plays out and see if we can't get down below the lows there at the 45s. Get below the 45s. I might look to take profit, 38s, 36s. Now on TradingView as well, on the 15-minute chart, we broke through that 54 level. We're testing that 47 level now. I mean, everything is looking beautiful. We broke out of that channel to the downside. I mean, it's literally, it could not be any better. Like textbook right now. It just honestly could not be any better in terms of this setup right now. On the Bookmap right now, not much going on for liquidity to the downside here. Maybe 45 liquidity there, but 48 sitting right now. All right, so I'm watching this area down here. Might get a little bounce back, kind of looking a little bouncy here, but let's see if we get this sell through that 44 level. I like to get 42s or lower here. I think I'm going to take it off right here just to lock it in. Let's see what happens. 44s, do they hold here? Give it a little bit more. I think I'll take it right. I'm going to take it right there just to lock it in. So right there, we locked in $3,000 in profit. Literally home run trade. I don't think you could do it any better. That was on one trade, 3 contracts. And you can see, I mean, literally shorting up here at the top, looking for that move down. I don't think I don't think you could have executed that any better, to be honest. Like, I don't think I could have. Right? Like, I don't really know how I could have done that better. So totally happy. Now we're going to do the live stream here in a little bit. So it's kind of sitting back, watching TV, hanging out. I'm going to be done for the day on those trades right there alone. Like, that's the bread and butter, baby. That's all we needed. Did I quite possibly cover at the absolute bottom today? Well, I don't know if it's going to be the absolute bottom, but I definitely covered at the perfect time. Got covered there at the 44s. The low was 42. We pushed back to 55s right now. So obviously, you know, I would have given back profit here. So really feel like, again, like, just when it works out like that, you can't complain. Like, you literally cannot complain. Again, this is going to go down in the record books, at least for now, I would say, as definitely one of my best executed trades and overall just best trades. And look at it now, pushing back up there to get the VWAP at the 60s. So kind of pushing back up in this VWAP area. I'm interested to see what happens when these PPI numbers come out. You guys saw the video yesterday, me talking about, you know, basically having a reset, just having one of those days. Now the market's probably going to go lower, but still, I mean, $3,000 on one trade. This just shows you, like, the power of futures, like how much potential there is. That was only 3 contracts. We got 10. We locked in profit for 10 handles. We locked in our first contract for 10 handles in profit. We locked in our second contract for 20 handles in profit, and then we locked in our third contract for almost 30 handles in profit there. I mean, honestly, like, I don't think I could have done that any better. You know, the strategy was there, the setup was there, everything was lining up perfectly, and yeah, it worked out. Like, literally on the dot, it worked out perfectly. So I'm not going to complain about that. If I could do that every day, one trade, $3,000. I think the big lesson to focus on here is that, yeah, it took me 2 hours and 33 minutes to make that trade happen. You know, normally in the past, what I would have done is probably try to scalp, you know, take a little bit of profit, kind of like, oh, I'm taking my profit quick, and then end up getting short again or trying to scalp it again, you know, maybe getting chopped up, you know. But on this trade, I risked $1,000. I made $3,000 in profit. That's a home run textbook trade. Like, simple. You guys already know the setup. We talked about it in the video. We've seen this setup so many times, and I had to take it. And the great part is I haven't even slept yet. We got to do the live stream still. So it's currently, right now, it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast, 2 a.m. here in Hawaii. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll come back for the live stream later on here. And obviously, when you guys watch this video, it'll be later on in the afternoon. So if you guys enjoy these videos, do me one favor, hit that like button, subscribe button. And yeah, we're back, baby. We're back. Let's go.
Yeah.